And now, ladies and gentlemen, oh, look, it's drooping. I can't imagine we've ever seen that problem before.
Previously on XMen.
That classic theme tune that kicked off in October 1992 on Halloween, my favorite day of the year. But of course, put that aside, we all love nostalgia, don't we? Even John Travolta almost loves nostalgia. Saturday Night Fever, the family movie from 1977. Of course, I mock and I joke when I say it's a family film because I know some television stations over the years have actually screened it as that. There was like a rated A version and there's a rated X version. Yeah, I heard she likes communion wafers. But of course, what's really funny, John Travolta was on an interview that I saw not too long ago where he said he's shocked by the tone and the swearing and everything else that goes on in that movie from John Borman.
Saturday Night Fever is not dissimilar. All the harsh curse words that were used that are never used in any movie. I don't think, if I could be wrong, but I don't think there's ever been a more cursing in one movie than in Saturday Night Fever.
And the whole point is, it's meant to be a brutalist statement about the 70s. Disco is there to lighten it up a little bit. But the reason why I kind of do mention John Travolta's thing here about his classic movie, because now we've got a new X-Men cartoon coming out on the Disney Plus channel in March. Funny how it's the X-Men, because Victoria Alonso, who was fired from Marvel last year, protested very strongly that title itself was problematic.
So you guys have a lot of toys to play with now in the future, including the X-Men, right?
Yes.
Could you, of course you can't tell me much, but can you give me a little hint of what the future is coming? Where's the future going and excitement?
I don't know where the future is going. It's funny that people call it the X-Men. There's a lot of female superheroes in that X-Men group, so I think it's outdated.
But I guess, Vicky, the last laugh might still be with you, because unfortunately, it seems the skid mark of Miss Alonso has not been thoroughly scrubbed from the floors of Marvel. Because when we watch this trailer, folks, oh boy, it might seem normal at first, but of course yours truly, who dons the Columbo trench coat, did some looking around.
Is that how you describe your job, Cliff?
What, carrying his load? Yeah, it's about right.
Okay, you can come.
I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming hard.
I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling.
In the ass end of space, even aliens watch Jason King on Jason Dumbass King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. Duke Nukem likes this guy.
Sexism outrage!
Sax, can you show the class the object of question?
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday morning. Check your local listings.
I'm grateful to have the chance to say goodbye. I am proud of you all, my X-Men.
Fate lies in
He
our
said it there and then.
Now.
We have to stay vigilant.
Let's have a quick look at that newspaper. That's the Daily Bugle. So what do they say here? Inside Scoop, Mutant Fashion Show. Oh, no.
You serious?
Somebody's wearing... Is that a male or a female with black lipstick and green Elton John glasses looking like a sea cucumber? What the hell is that? And then behind her is a Willem Dafoe, the gay version. Now, isn't that a key point? He's wearing a trench coat, but he's got his torso, his naked torso, on full display. But yet, the women... Is this Dust? Or is that somebody dressing up as Dust? One of the Muslim X-Men? Sorry, women. But again, you can't see them. This is some kind of weird forced representation. J. Jonah Jameson would not run headlines like this for the Daily Bugle because he's the chief editor. He's the editor-in-chief, just like Jim Shooter used to be back in the day with Marvel Comics. Oh my God.
Have to stay vigilant. The professor entrusted us with his dream.
Professor X is dead?
We must believe in each other.
We get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, Stub, keep buzzing in my ear.
That is that the same actor for Wolverine? Because the vocals and the voice is a little bit off. In the 90s cartoon, he's a lot more aggressive, and I thought that's just the ultimate Wolverine in terms of the animated form. So the Logan and Scott Summers rivalry still there. Good to know. Jubilee. Is that Forge?
Heads up!
Yeah, I gotta point something out to you here very quickly. That is the back of Rogue. I like Rogue's back. Well, the old Rogue. This new version, she just has no ass and nothing. And Wolverine doesn't seem to be interested in Rogue's ass. I can't imagine why, but we'll get to that one soon enough as well.
To me, my X-Men.
Magneto.
The last will and testament of Charles Xavier. Everything he built now belongs to me.
Okay, so we get Magneto at the end, and it seems that he might have worked behind the scenes with Xavier about. Obviously, he seems to be running this school now for the specially gifted folks. So it was an okay trailer. The animation looks fine, but of course, it's called X-Men 97, right? So there should be no red flags, nothing to be alarmed about. But of course now, bounding into comics, you know, you leave it up to these guys to get the lowdown, the dirty, the grimy. So X-Men 97 showrunner confirms the Disney Plus series will portray Morph as non-binary because it's a real term, ladies and gentlemen. Morph appeared in the very first episode, The Night Sentinels, and that's what he looks like there. Of course, if you want to see what he looks like now, I'll put up a picture for you, but it is reminiscent of Ryan Reynolds' debut as Deadpool in X-Men Wolverine Origins. Oh my God, that film is a delight to watch. But of course, Bo DiMeo, who is the executive showrunner for this revival of the X-Men 1997, he's using his own ideology as a black gay man in Florida or whichever part of America he was born in and raised, because apparently it's very strategic that if you're a man or a woman of color and you have some deficiencies about you that might not sit well with the local residents, you have to virtue signal that from here to kingdom come and just make it about you, your objectivity. Now, what I find really funny about the reactions I've seen so far online about this is that people are going, oh my God, it's ruined, it's ruined. I'm actually glad Marvel are going in this direction, because Marvel, Disney, just come here, come closer, come. Yeah. I cannot wait to rip the actual living piss out of your show. What it is, just like Kareem Jovian Marvel and Disney are after Emmy Awards. They try to put Black Falcon and White Winter Soldier. Yes, I'm calling out Bucky as a white dude. Why not? Because it's 2024, right? They're trying to put that and WandaVision forward for Emmy nominations. Didn't get a single one or even acknowledged. And I bet you now with this cartoon, they're going to try and push that forward because now this cartoon is going to be filled with ideology. And if you were a responsible parent, you might want to tread cautiously before allowing your kids to watch this show. Now, what I find very funny about the character of Morph, he can change his appearance like Mystique. And I bet you what Marvel and the showrunners behind this particular entity are going to tell you. And of course, the showrunners themselves, oh my God, screenshots of people calling out the awfulness of white supremacy, despite the person themselves being white, calling that out, which I find a little bit amusing in some respects. But of course, the main thing they're going to project about Morph's non-binary is that he can change into a woman at will, etc. But if you're going to base this on the real life transgender issues going around, a man can transition to a woman but cannot retain the organs inside. In other words, they won't be able to reproduce as a man because you're a man born. You can't be able to become a woman and get all the bits and pieces swapped around because that will kill you basically. And another thing I heard as well, which I was shocked about, the reason why transgenderism is happening on a rapid scale, because doctors in America get up to $70,000 at a time they transition someone from male to female or vice versa. So when money talks and bullshit walks, I guess that's what's happening, folks. So they're going to use the excuse that Morph can easily change into a woman and retain her reproductive organs because, hey folks, it's a cartoon, it's based on a comic book character, and you know, that's where they're going to have to draw a fine line because, you know what, hey, you do that, you're going to be sending out a very dangerous and irresponsible message to your impressionable young viewers who might be getting reacquainted with the X-Men. For adults like me who watched the 1992 to 1997 cartoon, I mean, thankfully, I do have the original box set. I mean, it was gifted to me from one of my beautiful subscribers, but the best part I do love about this story here, I just have to read this as the quote. So Bodhi Mayo confirmed to the Empire, or to Empire, as recapped by the outlet Helen O'Hara. God, she is one of the worst. This is a lighter take on the character who is non-binary.
A good teacher. He really seems to care. About what, I have no idea.
And has an interesting birdie relationship with Wolverine. Oh my God, it's going to be Brokeback Wolverine for the teens. I say, let it happen. It's going to be an absolute laugh fest. This new iteration of X-Men 97 is going to be just that. It's not canon. It's distancing itself away from that classic cartoon series because you know what? We've got to send the message out. And if we can't infiltrate the messages with the disastrous MCU movies, we're going to do it with your favorite cartoon characters. Wolverine and Morph becoming more than friends. You know what that ties into, folks? You know I've got to say it. Hugh Jackman, Wolverine and Deadpool / Deadpool 3. Hugh Jackman will make an announcement this year that he's officially gay. He's coming out from the tradesman's entrance. The actual character of Logan is bisexual. If they're keeping it canon with the cartoon series, it's going to be canon, isn't it? It's going to be accepted or not accepted. And yeah, I told you this. I broke this story last year. I said Hugh Jackman is going to come out and absolutely declare to the world he's super gay. YMCA, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, YMCA. Me, I was always partial to the guy dressed as a miner, who's pretty cool actually. So on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video today, oh my God, that just gets better and better each time I look at her. That reminds me, by the way, Rogue, Savage Land, Magneto. Cherish that image because you ain't never going to see it again. Never, unless you keep a physical copy or even acquire the statue from, is it Play Arts Kai? I believe it is, from Amazon. You can still get those statues quite readily. But Rogue, and they've removed her ass from the new cartoon series because back in the 90s, oh my God, it looked something a bit like this. Woo-hoo-hoo! Get a load of that rumpage. Oh my God. It makes me so glad I kept those cartoons all the way back then. But that is the state, folks. You got flat pancake ass and you get ass cheeks that could envelop me and suffocate me from here to eternity. Wow, that is quite the revelation, quite the wish fulfillment there, ladies and gentlemen. So on that one, get your snickety snicks out. Maybe not that one. And if I were you, and if you were me, bub, you better come back for the next video.
Now it is time for a break.
So let's break. Huh?
Would you like to see more video gameplay of the leaked Wolverine game from the god-awful Insomnia Studios? Well, here it is. And I've got to say, I've liked what I've seen so far. But will they make this version of Wolverine bisexual, just like X-Men 97's revival?
Her voice may be almost as important to gamers as Lara's double pistols, curves, and skimpy shorts.
Kung Fu Hot Dog is a Kung Fu renegade cop. Now he must defeat the most evil Kung Fu master in the world.
For a modern gaming audience.
Get ready for a new world of unspeakable adventures.
I said, Mummy, I like the way the lady runs.
Get ready for a new world of unspeakable adventures, never before shown in a motion picture. Get ready for Kung Fu Hot Dog.
No retreat, no surrender.